CBS News Boston reporter Louisa Moller is in Scituate, Massachusetts, covering the storm for us. That's about 30 miles east of Boston. Louisa, I'm seeing the swell behind you. I'm a little bit concerned. Talk to us about the conditions. Hope that you're safe, although I hear that they're not as bad as was feared originally. What's it like?
Well, hey, Lilia, one resident here in Scituate told me yesterday that 360 days out of the year, this is the most gorgeous place. It's definitely one of those 5 other days. You can certainly see the wind impact. It's flowing in front of me. The snow does not feel light and fluffy. It feels like little pinpricks on my cheeks. But the story here, as you said, is, of course, the power and the might of the ocean behind me. Just to situate you a little bit, we're at the neck of a point jutting out into the Atlantic Ocean. Here's the Atlantic behind me. Scituate Harbor is about 150 yards on the other side. And this is an area that is prone to flooding. It floods most storms. But this is a tide that's causing particular concern today because the tide is astronomically high already. Then the storm is going to add another 1 to 2 feet on top of that. We are not even an hour away from the high tide. It's supposed to hit around 2 o'clock. And you can see the waves are coming over the seawall here and the water is starting to pool along the bottom. At the height of the tide, it's predicted that the crest of the tide is going to be about 13.2 feet. That would be the 5th highest tide on record here in Scituate. Then, complicating matters, this part of the seawall here has started crumbling. It's been a matter of serious debate here in town. And you can see there are pieces of concrete here that have already come off of the seawall during the last couple of storms a couple of minutes ago. Town officials are here picking up slabs of concrete, moving them out of the way because when the sea inevitably comes over the wall here, it could take those slabs of concrete and they could slam into the bottoms of these homes, which are all lifted up to avoid the flooding water. So the folks around here are used to flooding, but there are a few factors that are making this one a little bit more complicated than usual, Lilia.
Wow, Louisa. I mean, there are a few things which I am in more awe of than just a choppy ocean like that. I hope that you get out of there before 2 p.m. But talk to us about, once this weather starts moving out of the area, what do you expect cleanup efforts to look like, especially if, as we're seeing there, the tide continues to rise and all of that gets flooded?
Well, thankfully, the folks around here are very used to a quick cleanup after floods. I mean, there are sandbags all along the downtown here. People picked up their sandbags yesterday. It's expected that when the big waves come over here, rocks will come with them, and the town will come in here and they'll bring the rocks back out there. But one concern will be whether or not big portions of this seawall crumble. And of course, the town will have to keep an eye on that. Lilia, back to you.
Wow, Louisa, thank you for situating us from Scituate, Massachusetts. Sea level rise, that's what it looks like, folks. Thank you.